Hello lovelies, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Pendra Akban, and how are you doing? Today I'm going to be revealing continue. YouTube channel. My name is Glory Pendra Akban, and how are you doing? Look what I made. So I'm going to be running a review on this dress, how it was made, and I'm so sorry guys, I would have loved to make a video of this while I was making it, but most times I work under serious pressure, and I need the speed, and holding my camera to film the making of the dress will kind of slow me down. But my client is on her way now, and I decided to make a quick review on the making of the dress. So first and foremost, let's start from the neckline. Alright, you can see that I have an illusion mesh here on the neck, on the neckline of the dress. This is an illusion neckline. Now my client is light skinned, so hence the net. And usually I like to double my net. I like to double the mesh, as you can see. Can you see? All right. And then when I do that, I trim off the excess sewing allowance that I have there, so it's not obvious to anyone that it has been doubled. Also, the reason why I do this besides neat finishing is because I would want to give support to the mesh, so it doesn't tear or it doesn't rip, And then I also use the mesh for the sleeve. This is a full length sleeve. I didn't double the sleeve, guys, but yeah, sometimes I do double it. And then I use some part of the lace to form a curve. I use some part of the lace to form a curve, at the hem of the sleeve, right? I think I should show you guys what the fabric looks like, so you have an idea of the work I did, because the fabric obviously didn't come like this. I had to create some sort of border or some sort of effect. So here's how it looks. All right, bodice. Okay, so after the neckline, we have a cup. Yes, guys, this is a cupped bodice dress. So you can see the cup going like that. Okay. So I use the skin tone underlay for the cup, and then I trimmed out part of the lace, and then I had it tagged onto the cup, so it goes upward, so you might almost not know that there is a cup in the dress, but there is. And then the style my client chose is such that this goes under the cup like so. Now the reason why I have it pinned and not yet sewn on or tagged is because I want my client to fit first. After the fitting, then we would know if everything is in order, and then we will now finally finish up the dress by tacking. So you can see the other side and the cup, right? Now the way I place this lace, it's kind of unique. The fabric didn't come this way. I decided that the side of the fabric that has this vertical lines made with sequins will be the bodice. I also decided that the side of the fabric that had so much of sequin coming together like that, that comes out this way, would be the part that would go on the bust. Okay, and I also boned this dress, guys. I boned it so that my client can feel snatched when she wears it. Now coming to the skirt part of the dress, that looks like a butterfly of some sort. So based on the way I placed my pattern on the fabric to cut, I made this the center front of the skirt. Look how beautiful it looks, guys. Really beautiful. So I made this the center front of the skirt part of the dress. And also at the hem of the dress, this fabric did not come with a border. I had to make cutouts of fabrics. I made cutouts of fabrics and tacked them at the hem of the dress so it can look like a border, right? A garment might look very simple, but there's so much of creativity that goes into it. So one designer will definitely think differently from me and might not make this dress the way I have made mine. Now, there's some sort of a tail attached to the side of the dress. I placed this on bias. This is actually on bias, and then I made some sort of pleats. This is actually on bias. It looks like a triangle, you know. Okay, it's been packed somewhere there. Yeah, I cut it on bias and I made some sort of pleats and attached it to the side of the dress. So the back of the dress has a zipper and then has a slit. The reason why I usually like to do a V neckline at the back when I'm making an illusion neckline is because I don't like my zip, since we use these bigger zips, which most customers prefer. I don't like it running through the mesh because it's heavier than the mesh, so it tends to form a bulge of some sort. So yeah, the back of the garment also was bold. So this is the inside of the garments. You can see the boning stitches. It was lined with the same color, nude color, as the underlay of the lace. Okay, so my mannequin is actually not a correct form or a dress form. So you can see that the butt of this mannequin is actually too big. I don't know, it was constructed in a very funny way, probably to sell clothes for very curvy bum women, I don't know. So I want to talk about how I was able to have the back of this body staying straight and not bulging at the zip area. One secret, guys, is boning. Always bone the back bodice of your garment, especially if it's not a lightweight, you know. Always bone the back bodice of your garment. It helps it stand straight and also helps to correct the form or support the form of the garment on your client's body. Boning. So this is how the fabric came. This is actually the leftover. So this is how the fabric came. This is the part of the fabric. This is the part of the fabric I used as the center front of the skirt part of the dress. And then this is the part of the fabric I used to cut the bodice. I made sure I placed it straight. So
besides the cut of the dress, the creativity in this dress is also how I place the lace.
This is the part of the fabric I cut out. This is the part of the fabric I cut out to place on the cup. This is the part of the fabric I cut out to place on the cup. Right, and you can see that I had to trim off the mesh in between each sequin to have it looking like, what's the word? Looking like fringe. looks totally different from this. It's based on how the lace was placed. Okay. So let's talk about the kind of illusion mesh I work with. Now, you guys who live in the diaspora are so lucky. You're lucky because you can just walk into a store and ask for, the different illusion meshes, and you just, right here, we shop in the open market and it's not that organized. So you really have to scout the market to find the kind of mesh that suits your client's skin tone. All right, so this is one of it, and this is how I test to know which one suits which. So I put the net over my hands like so, and then I tighten it. Now, looking through the camera, especially when you come close, you might see a difference. But can you go backwards a bit? But looking at it from afar, it kind of blends in with my skin. Is that how it looks there? All right, so you can see. So this mesh would be good with my skin tone. And lucky me, most of my clients, this would work for them. Okay? Now, this is another one. This one is for a lighter client. Okay? So I'll put it over me and you see that it doesn't quite, okay, you can see, right? It doesn't quite go with my skin tone. I'm not as fair as I should be before using a mesh like this. So this is what I used for my client. She's lighter, she's fairer. Okay, and how I place this mesh to cut. One side of the net is more stretchy. One side of the net is more stretchy than the other side. So the most stretchy side of the net I use against the body horizontally, like so, right? And then when I usually do not add any sewing allowance on the horizontal part of the mesh, so that once I take some excess out of it, it will stretch and it will just sit on the skin like a glove. It will just stretch and blend in to the skin. If you don't do this, you would have so much of the mesh, and it won't just sit nicely on the skin. It won't look like your skin, because the essence of an illusion garment is for it to look like there's no fabric there. It's your skin. So obviously you can see the silhouette of the dress. It's actually a fitted dress that pencils or tappers at the hem, And because we wanted to add a little panache to the dress, since it's a dress for a special event, I thought to add a short tail, and then I added fullness to it. So she's fitted and penciled, but what she has on the side has a bit of fullness, which also would help to make her look more curvy or hippie. So based on the design my client chose, I really did not see any need to put more of the sequin lace down at the underbust, because I would want this to lie smoothly, So when she fits, I will then place this underbust like so, and then I will tap. Usually, because of the way I make my bodice block, or the method I use to make my bodice block rather, I hardly have issues with feet. However, when most clients come, because African women tend to fluctuate in weight easily, if they've added a little weight, then I might need to free up some allowance I have on the side seam. And then if they are more snatched, I might need to tighten it some more around the waistline. But besides that, I usually do not have challenge with fabric bulging anywhere or any sort of fitness issues. So if you haven't watched my video on how to draft the basic bodice block and how to draft a skirt block, I'll leave the link down in the description box, so you can head down there, click on the link, and watch those tutorials. They are free.
so much guys for watching. If you have any question, please leave it down in the comment section. I respond swiftly. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram guys, and if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel if you want to, but at least please give me a thumbs up. God bless you.